So here's a quick video on Infinite Banking 101. Infinite Banking was created by R. Nelson Nash, who wrote a book called Becoming Your Own Banker, which is available today. You can get it on Amazon or at infinitebanking.org, the Nelson Nash Institute. He created the infinite banking concept as a way to take back control or take over the banking function in everyone's life. If you really look at someone's financial life, everyone has a need for financing throughout their life for their entire life. Because if you really understand what's going on with money, you understand that you finance everything you buy. You either pay interest to someone else when you use their money, or you give up interest you could have earned when you use your own, when you pay cash. So infinite banking at its core is privatized banking at the you and me level, using the cash value of a dividend paying whole life insurance company as the base source of capital. And we don't actually need whole life insurance to do infinite banking. It just so happens that whole life insurance is the best tool that's out there to do all the things that we want to do. But you can do IBC with a savings account. You can do it with your sweep account. You could do it with a HELOC. It doesn't really matter. But the important fact of why we use whole life insurance is about control. And with a whole life insurance policy, this is a unilateral contract that gives you all the rights and puts the insurance company on the hook to provide you with a lot of benefits. The main one being a guaranteed future death benefit that builds equity, which is the cash value. And you're in complete control of this contract, and you have a guaranteed policy loan provision that gives you access to that capital and gives you leverage over the capital that you build up in that policy, capital being cash value. And so this is very different from a lot of the other things out there. Most financial tools, you still need to go to a bank and get permission in the form of applying and showing your financials and all these other things to get access to that capital. With whole life insurance, you don't have to do it. So it creates, and then there's all these other benefits like accelerated death benefit riders that protect you, if you become disabled or have a chronic illness. A lot of those things that just go towards protecting your family, which we can, that'd be part of a separate discussion. But the idea here is Nelson Nash wanted to create a system to become your own banker. So rather than having to give up interest by paying cash or paying interest to someone else, either way, you're paying interest or you're giving up interest. And so a lot of times what happens is we'll go to outside sources to finance the things that we want to buy. And all of that debt service is going to someone else's financial system. When we use infinite banking and we use whole life insurance to create the infinite banking concept and perform the infinite banking concept in our financial life, we're creating a scenario where we're building up capital that we can then leverage and finance all the things we're going to finance ourselves. You're still going to pay some interest to the insurance company, but often you can capture a little bit of a spread in that operation where a portion of that interest goes back into your financial life instead of all of it going away to other financial institutions. And what that does is it creates a little bit of a tailwind behind us. So it's kind of like flying from San Francisco to New York, where you have a tailwind behind you and it only takes, 5 hours to get there, as opposed to the normal way of doing things when we send interest away from us to other financial institutions. It's like flying from New York to San Francisco, flying into a headwind, and it takes us 6 hours to get home. So that's the basic concept of the infinite banking concept. What we're really trying to do is create a scenario where you have the most control and use of your capital throughout your entire life. And by doing things this way, I've run the numbers, and this isn't like a small thing. You can make improvements in your financial life by hundreds of thousands, millions of dollars, just depending on, where you're at from an income perspective. It's significant. So if you have any questions, drop it in the comments section or click my link in bio, and you can head over and schedule a free 30-minute consultation with me, and we can talk about how IBC could apply in your life specifically.